Alrighty, this is going to be a 5-minute code example for Lab 2b, looking at the relational operators. So we got our starter code, a couple of things to point out in here. Let me zoom in the code here so you're able to better see what's going on. So I got a variable section, and we're going to be utilizing these particular variables for our coding and testing. And just like a previous lab, what we end up doing, or what I started doing for you guys, is creating a section over here to help us display some nicer output in different colors. So I'm utilizing a variable of C1, which is this escape sequence, which is going to create a blue color. And then I have another variable called N to change the variable back to white. So this is the escape sequence to make the output white. And here is my header portion of it. You can see I'm utilizing this escape sequence to start printing the dashed lines, 25 of them. This is part 1, and from the previous video I end up utilizing .center with a value of 25, which is going to center the word part 1 in the 25 spaces. And then I have another piece of syntax that's also going to be centered, identifying that this is going to be some operations that we're going to be performing. Now also take a look to see how I am also including the comments. So if you notice that when you're looking at my code and you look at the comments, you're able to identify what sections are doing what. So again, not every single line needs a comment, just maybe some blocks of code. So in this particular example, what we're looking to do is utilizing relational operators to test out the outcomes. So I have a little printed header, and what we're going to do is we're going to create some print statements for the following tests and make sure that the output is descriptive, so we're not just running the test and we don't know what's actually happened behind the scenes here. So for us to do that, we'll write this particular code. So write our statements for our first condition. So I'm being a little bit descriptive here, that num1 is greater than num2. And once again, what I'm doing here is this particular component is obviously going to be displaying what the value is. And this portion right here is going to be executing and comparing the two items to identify if it's going to be a true or false type of configuration. Now another thing that to point out, and what a lot of people run into mistakes from time to time, which is okay because you learn by the mistakes. So in this particular print statement, I'm identifying to see if num1 is equal to num2, so that's going to be what's going to be displayed. But the actual syntax to do the comparison, this needs to have that double equal sign for that. So let's continue typing out the rest of the code that's required for these components there. And that would look something along the lines of this. So our print is num2 greater than num3, and then is num3 less than num1. And we'll get rid of this here, and then what we'll do is add just another print statement just to give us an empty line. And let's go ahead then and run the code and see what the output is. So let me move this over here, and let's compare what's going on here. Alrighty, so let's go over the code. So this portion here is identifying that this is all done right here, because this is going to be our output, and it's going to be in this cyan color. And then we have our statements. So this is just a line that we're identifying right here to identify what is being presented to us. And now we're taking a look at the values. Is 1 greater than 7? That's false. So that's comparing to that line. Is 1 equal to 7? That's this line, and the answer is false. Is 17 greater than 7? So it's comparing this line, and that's true. And then is 10 less than 1? And there's our answer. So keep this in mind. So when we're doing these particular checks, right, conditional checks, one of our topics is going to be utilizing conditional syntax, where when a certain condition is met, it's going to execute a certain block of code. So I think this is fairly easy and straightforward. Any comments or questions, just let me know.